What is going on? Sulfur here, and I'd like to welcome back to Let's Play Battle Moon Wars. Click, 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 click. What's that sound? Click, click. My head. I'm dizzy. I drank too much last night. Well, fine, I'm awake now. This is... A man? A puzzle? Good, you're up, Master. Master? What, you're still asleep? Cut it out and wake up already. You got a funny look on your face. Where's your usual serious look? Huh, you don't believe me. There's a mirror over there. Look for yourself. Or are you going to make me do everything for you? Yeah. Bazet Fraga Mitzrimsted. But, what? You alright? Then let's hurry up and kill them. We've got to look out for each other, Master. Yeah, I'm a master. I came to participate in the Grail War. My duty as a mage of the Association is to win and attain the Grail. That's my duty. But there was something else. Something more. Hello, am I doing a comedy act here? Time is money. We should hurry up. You're my servant then? Huh? Hey you, are you sure you're recovered? This could be dangerous. It seems like he's my servant, no matter how you look at it. You're worried if I'm your partner. Shouldn't the answer be obvious? Yeah, you're exactly right. Honestly, my condition is poor. I've got no problems physically, but my memory is foggy. Your memory is foggy? Don't tell me you've forgotten all about the fight in the Grail War and about me and such. Where is this? Who am I? Not all of it. I remember about myself. I remember summoning you and participating in the Grail War. Everything after that is vague. Which brings us to the question of why I was asleep. I know that one. You wanted to retreat back after you summoned me. Because you were exhausted. You said you wanted to rest at once. This is definitely Fuyu. What is it? Oi! No, it's nothing. I just remembered a little bit. It's more or less like you said. I came here to Misaki and summoned you. I was worn out by the summoning, so I took a night to recover. That's right. You told me your name and said to do absolutely nothing until you got up. I should have been out killing, not waiting around for them to attack us. Arguing like this is dangerous. A strong spirit is good, but this is too much. It'll be a problem if I can't control him. Remind me, is that really all I've said to you? Have we discussed this? We haven't, or more to the point, we don't need to. You do the homework on them and call me when it's time to take their heads. Basically from there to kill them by any means possible, right? Don't glare at me like that, you... What? Got a problem with what I said? Yeah, it seems like we need to sit down and have a talk. My servant will not behave like that. I am a mage representing the Association. I have no use for a wild animal. Then what? Then how do you prefer to fight, O great representative of the Association? Keep it secret. Don't engage in meaningless fights. First we investigate, collect information on the enemy masters. And once we gather enough information, we can formulate a strategy to beat each one of them. You're serious? Don't we just need to kill the enemy when we find them? The first meeting should be the last. Kill or be killed, right? Listen to me. The Association is an organization to conceal the supernatural. If at all possible, we must avoid sacrificing normal people. In other words, you choose the means. I don't get it though. Isn't killing the ones that get in the way the plan?
I'll dirty my hands if necessary. However, above all that, other people need to be protected from this.
Well, whatever. Is that really your decree? I must obey, huh? Yeah, right. I'll just let you get yourself killed for now.
Is this guy serious? If I die, he won't be able to exist either.
Unacceptable.
I am not a master to be bitten by her own dog. I am a master who decide when you are to lay down your life.
Okay, I understand. Since I am your servant, I will follow my owner.
Huh?
What? Do you want me to complain more?
No, there's no problem. Did you really understand what I told you?
Minimize the loss of life, isn't that the policy? Something else?
I see. I'll be sure to be more detailed depending on the situation.
Then let's go. I'm already tired of this.
Does he really understand?
But you know, there will still be deaths. How nice. Yeah, this'll be best.
If you have something to say, say it.
I understand. But you haven't been in a fight yet. You know you're asking the impossible, Master. No matter how hard you try, you won't be able to keep to that.
What's that?
You'll understand when you go out. It's already a situation that you can't take lightly. The rule, keep your identity a secret, has already been completely abandoned.
Don't be stupid. You're trying a childish trick because my memory's still hazy.
You'll believe it when you see it. Now let's fight the Grail War. Bazet Fraga Mitzrel. Sakura?
She's finally settled down. Sleep well. Shiro, are you in there?
Yeah, I am.
I'm coming in. Excuse me.
Right or two? Is something up?
Yeah, a bit. Natsuki-san wants to check out Ilya's castle during the day. She wants to investigate what caused things to change there.
That black light was certainly strange.
Yeah, until now, nothing was ever left behind. But there might be something. And we obviously can't let Natsuki-san go by herself.
Yeah, I guess so. Maybe someone will be there.
That's right. We can't sense anybody, though, so she doesn't need too many people.
You can't mean...
Oh, Imuya-kun, your intuition has improved. In that case, we'll see you later. No, I mean... That is... What might it be?
I have no problems with going, but...
We'll watch over Sakura and keep her safe.
But... Isn't it something you all can handle without me?
Look here, you. Haven't you already been here for too long? Sakura is doing fine. Listen up. Go out and get some sun. Shiro.
I understand. I'll go.
All right. Natsuki-san's group should be waiting at the door.
Okay. Please watch over Sakura.
Yes. Honestly, can't even function without her.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
It's alright. I'm the one asking for a favor.
Other than me?
Me too.
And I... You mean you two? You honestly got a problem? I've already been there twice before.
That's... Stop glaring daggers at each other. We're teammates. Cheer up. Isn't Archer-san really Shiro-san anyway? The difference is so weird, though. Often one comes to despise a part of their past. That's what it is? Yes. Then if everybody's here, let us go. Could you hand me another towel, Rin? Yes. Thank you very much. That should do it. Much appreciated, Ryder. Sakura should be better now. Yes, it's good for her to clean her body at least once. She looks better too. She should wake up any soon. Hey, Ryder. Yes, what is it? What do you think about the Grail War here? You're curious all of a sudden? A bit. Since I got here, one thing's been happening right after the other. I haven't been able to think about it too much. Everything's settled down for the moment, so we have a chance to think. Huh. I thought it was just a bit like the Grail War we knew, but it's become exactly the same. Therefore, I want to seriously go over everything at least once. Indeed. If I can ask something back, I assume you have a specific idea, Rin. I guess. After what happened to Sakura, I think it's obvious. Until now, we thought it was a different Grail. But there's no mistaking it for anything other than Fuyuki's. Because Angra Manyu still exists? Yeah, that's one of the big reasons. Though I think we need to wait to confirm it. It does seem like Sakura's connected Fuki's Grail now. That is, I don't believe that the Angra Manyu could have been summoned through Sakura otherwise. There's still no sign of a Grail in Misaki? Only something powerful could start the Grail War. Yeah, I thought about that. Even so, there's no Grail in this city. Why do you believe that? The Grail War itself. Rather, because of how the Grail War happens. The system called the Grail War was made long ago by the Tosakas, Matos, and the Ainsburns. The law for it is immutable. An Ainsburn prepares the container for the Grail while its 7 servants and masters battle. That can only happen in Fuyuki. There's still the possibility of a similar system in other places. Maybe it just resembles it even if it's not identical. But what's happening here is the same thing as what happens with few servants. To discharge the Grail, you need an extremely sanctified area. This place is not a good match. Well, this place might be a little better with all the ways that the land's being altered. Indeed. Then has the exact same Grail War occurred? The Great Grail is lost and Fuyuki's ritual is gone. It shouldn't work anymore. That's the problem. If we think clearly, there could be a replacement for the Great Grail here. The Great Grail is a secret ritual of the Ainsburns. Honestly, I don't think anybody else could do it. Well, yeah, if it came to that, I'd run away with my tail between my legs against that kind of enemy. Certainly. In any case, we can be certain that someone managed to replicate the Fuyuki Grail War in this city. Even if the Grail War's purpose is to obtain the Grail, only one person can reach it. Well, even if reaching the Grail is an artificial process, the purpose of the Holy Grail in Fuyuki was to grant the wish of the person who received it. Before their desire is granted, they must demonstrate their own power. That's right. However, what is the person who started the Grail War here trying to do? Could they be after the power of the Grail? Maybe. They might want to acquire the contents of the Grail after reactivation. That could mean practically anything. If that's the case, an excellent mage might be able to purify it and make it usable again. But I think that's too much indirect effort. I think so too. However, could there be some other use? Huh? Ryder, what did you just say? Is there actually something else? I thought you already knew. The original reason why the Grail War ritual began. Original? I mean, wishes aren't the original reason that Grail War was fought. Huh? In fact, it's already in motion by the time servants are summoned. I heard the truth from Ilya. The Great Three families each had their own reasons to start the Grail War. Ainsburn wanted to survive the third magic, Mato sought immortality, and Tosaka wanted to reach the root. What was necessary were masters who could nurture the souls of servants in this world. What are you saying? You servants are summoned from outside of this world. Yes. It's the same when you're returned. How on earth is that related? To be brief, a road can be made from this world to outside of it by following your return. What outside of the world would a magician want? The Akashic record. Yes, that which holds the origins of the world and all things elemental. The existence of the root. The Grail exists to open the path? Like I said, its intentional purpose was different. Its true role is to fix an open path.
Summoning you servants is in itself extremely difficult. The road closes immediately. The world corrects itself. At that moment, without being able to fixate the path, the route cannot be reached. Then that's the purpose of the Grail. Ilya and I are supposed to carry each enough energy to create the road to the Great Grail. Be the key to the Great Grail, that's the role of the Small Grail. Sakura! When they're defeated, the souls of the servants are gathered inside of us. Their souls are the energy needed to create the road. Sakura, are you well enough to be up? Yes, I'm okay. I'm glad. What were you talking about? I think I heard something about the place the Great Grail was kept. The Holy Grail war in this city. Really? Sakura, are you sure you're okay enough to talk? Yes, I'm fine. Okay then. I'll let everybody know that you'll be joining us. Yes, if you would. Nissan? If it's Sira, we made him go out. He stayed by you for a long time. Okay. If Senpai's not here, then... What do you want, Sakura? Nissan, Ryder, could I ask a favor? What is it? Could we go out for a little shopping? Yeah, of course, that's okay. What do you want? The first step. I still can't find anything here. It really looks like there was nothing special here. Traces of our fight are still present. I've been here before. We've searched thoroughly. Natsuki? Natsuki? My apologies. We should go further in and look around a little bit more. Oh, okay. Thank you very much. This is where Sakura Mata was originally kept. That is where we'll start then. What's this horrible stagnation? I couldn't feel it here before. You were here to rescue Sakura-sama last time. You were too preoccupied to worry about it. I guess. No, it was somewhat weaker. This is where we killed Zaukin. That may be, but it can't just be Zaukin. There's nobody here. It should fade with time. Now that you mention it, it does have the same feeling as Zaukin did. Natsuki-san, is something the matter? This is... Haruna-sama, could you please help me for a moment? What should I do? Can you see this here? I think I understand, but I want to borrow your sight. I got it. Then I'll release you just a little bit. Huh, isn't Mochizuki-san's power to see the future? It's probably the same as our magic. The same? What? You should already know this. Our magic is derived from our reality marble. Yeah? Even though originally all you could make with it were blades, other things can be done. I think I understand so far. The basis is a sword projection, but that ability can also be used for reinforcement of other materials. That's right. Then Mochizuki-san can see the future, and using that, she can adapt it to see anything? That's about it. Moreover, when viewing the flow of time, seeing the future is the most difficult perceptive. If taken to the extreme, nothing would be hidden. I can't see I can't see everything. I can't see what people are thinking, and I only look forward. That's what I heard. What do you mean? I can see Zaukin and Angra Manyu. What's that mean? She's correct. Their powers are sealed here. What does that mean? I see. That's what this was. I believe this gives us the answer as to why the city has been becoming hollow so quickly. There aren't too many options, but it's the easiest method for quickly altering the land. Human sacrifices? It seems unmistakable. Human sacrifices, like throwing somebody into a river to block it up? Yes. How is that connected to making this area hollowed? Allow me to simply explain it. The purpose of this sacrifice is to seal the person's power. It's causing the land to absorb their power. Absorb? How else should I put it? It's like moving somebody's magic circuit into the land.
Transplanting a magic circuit? Isn't it more like building a canal? Like making a river where there wasn't one before? The land's power here is so bad, so there needs to be a road carved in to let it absorb power.
I see. Then if that happens, then the land can perform magic? What?
Don't worry, that is correct.
Huh?
Although it is somewhat paradoxical, a land that can use magic is called hallowed ground.
I thought that hallowed ground was a place where lots of magic collected.
That is also true. It is necessary for the land to collect mana before it can use any magic. Normally, a place that is heavily charged with mana is called hallowed ground. However, this is a field where magicians and yokai have differing views. The distinction is academic.
Okay.
Back to the topic at hand. This land is being forced to become hallowed by absorbing magical circuits through human sacrifice. That will make it a weaker hallowed ground than if it formed naturally, but there is one advantage.
That is,
you can control how the circuit is created. It is easy to transfer power and the land can be easily altered. Then, the other places too? It is possibly that they're the same. The power is very strong here and there is little to cloud it. But the other places could have more cleverly concealed. Okay, we'll check them later. Yes.
Can the seal be undone?
Unfortunately, no. Perhaps if we had known about this before, I could have prepared a seal. The seal adapts to the land over time. I can't remove with just my power.
I see.
The places where they kept Sakura, is it related to the sacrifice?
Ilya was here too. There has to be a connection. We're back.
We're back! We have all returned. Welcome back, everyone. Where's Akihas right now? I will bring Akihas-sama to the living room. Thanks. Yes.
I'll be there after I check on Sakura.
Yes, we'll see you soon. Yes, come in.
Sakura's voice? Sakura?
What's wrong? You look so surprised.
No. You woke up?
Yes, I know you were worried. I'm sorry for troubling you.
Sakura, if you don't clearly explain it, Shiro will just keep looking stunned. It's a new outfit, but I thought you didn't like wearing dark clothes.
Once, before I made my resolution. After I thought about it, I knew me right. This is something that I need to show to myself. It won't disappear just because I pretend not to see it. After all, it's a source of my power. That's why I decided that I will face my future.
Really? I understand. I'll be cheering for you.
Yes, thank you so much.
Is your body alright?
Yes. Nissan and Awazaki-san gave me a full checkup. There's no question about it.
I'm glad.
Sakura Ryder, could you come to the living room now to talk? Yes, I'll be there.
Oh wait, Sakura! Ryder, did I do something wrong? The only thing you had to say was, it suits you. I see. Thanks, Ryder. Sakura, wait! Honestly. Everybody seems to be present. Then first Mato-san, if you would, do you remember hearing them discuss anything?
What they were talking about. Then let me ask something. Yes. First, I want to confirm something. Is there a new Grail forming in Misaki City? There is not. So now we know that they're trying to discharge the Fuyuki Grail here then. Yes.
Are you certain of that?
My grandfather and somebody said something. Ilya-san or I was the ones that had to discharge the one from Fuyuki.
Somebody?
It was a voice I've never heard before.
Was it a man's voice?
I think it was a woman.
You got somebody in mind?
Yes, well, it sounded like it might be someone I know.
That one, you can't mean. But it can't be.
That may be. It'd be a hassle if they got involved, but I don't think so.
Seriously.
Then next, aside from you already being connected, they're also trying to discharge the Grail using Ilya. I don't know, but I don't think they did anything special to her. So, Ren, what does this mean? There aren't normal ways to access the Grail? Is there something different between Sakura and Isabelle? Yeah, the Grail no longer exists in Fuyuki. Really? You don't know how our Grail War ended? The Grail ritual has disappeared from Fuyuki. The Grail ritual in Fuyuki had two components. First, a small Grail like Ilya or Sakura. Second, a container that bridges this world and the main body of the Grail. The Great Grail. The Great Grail is what summons servants. When the small Grail is consumed, the servants are returned through the Great Grail. Using the power of the Great Grail, the door to the main body of the Holy Grail is open. That's the Grail ritual in Fuyuki. Don't tell me that giant cave we fought in. That's right, after we fought there, the cave collapsed and the Great Grail was lost. But then, how was the Grail discharged? I don't know. I was hoping Sakura would have seen something. I'm sorry. Don't worry about it. Then they're trying to discharge the Grail then. At least that much is certain, right? Yes. Then is there something that could substitute for the Great Grail? I was worried about that. I'm not certain there'd be anything with that kind of power. Well, I thought the same, but it'd be strange if there was nothing that could be used instead. Huh? What do you mean? Because we were summoned. I see. That's right. Like you just said, the Great Grail's role is to summon servants. Lancer and Rai were here already, but Archer and I were summoned. It's strange that it happened without the Great Grail. It is, but there is no doubt about this is the Holy Grail War. I guess. Sakura-san, something else. You said you heard somebody else. Did you hear any of their plans? I suppose so. The servants are passing through me into the present world. Servants? Like the Gilded One? No. I inherited him from my predecessor. He slipped away at some point. I didn't expect to find him here, though. That was your servant? Then get him under control already. As much as I would like to, he's of the Archer class, and that makes him difficult to manage. What's that? Aside from their natural abilities, servants have additional capabilities according to their class. One of the Archer characteristics is to be able to subsist for a longer period without receiving mana from its master. That's all, really. So what? That gold guy can act without regard for you? Yes, he's a servant who can stand against his master. Moreover, ever since I came to this town, I haven't been able to feel my connection to him. It's like someone is blocking it. If it's not Gilgamesh, then who could it be? I don't know the details, but I have a bad feeling about it. That is, Ilya was talking with her, but she was saying I should be able to remember it, but I can't. I'm sorry I can't be any more help. Don't worry about it at all. We've finally been able to shed some light on the puppet master who's been hidden for so long. There's no mistaking that the enemy is trying to discharge the Grail. It's enough that we understand that now. If we keep fighting, we should reach the Grail. Yes, we'll find it sooner or later. After we finish talking to Sakura, or are we finished talking to Sakura? Sorry about that. Then is it okay if we talk about our findings? Yes. If you remember anything else, please tell us. I understand. Quite the day of revelations. Yeah. Human sacrifice. Yeah, Zaukin and Unger Manyu, I think. That's why the ground was becoming hollowed then. Yes, by our observation, human sacrifices are being used to reform the ground. Really? Human sacrifices aren't usually used to quickly sanctify land. But it's only been a couple days since their defeat, and the land has already just changed so much. Then those places too. Yeah, I think it might be the same. This time we could see it though. What's wrong, Senpai? Something bothering you? Yes. They prepared the sacrifice, and then we defeated them in some of those places. Everything was perfectly arranged. I think that may be a possibility. Sacrifices need to be carefully adjusted to match the target. But
how did they know we'd fight them?
The Grail War.
Huh?
All of them had servants. Definitely. Nero, Roa, Nanaya, and Zaukin. All of them were masters.
If it's that part of the Grail War, then the battle is unavoidable.
But if that's right, then what if we were defeated? In that case, then the main opposition is removed. They can proceed at their leisure. Oh, that's what it was. It's all connected at last. The person who started the Grail War and the one executing the rite of soul separation are the same? We don't know who it is, but they seem to have the same background. Even though we don't know why they started the Grail War, or the rite, at least we know their tactics. There's only one thing to do.
Yes, continue the Grail War.
Even though we're playing right into the enemy's hand, we have to keep moving forward. The remaining servants are Berserker and Gilgamesh. We'll figure out what to...
Sorry, this is a lot of voice acting, guys, so pardon me.
We'll figure out what to do after the other servants, 3 servants later.
What? We just need to get rid of the troublesome ones. Indeed, honestly, it'd be hard to take them in on a head-on fair fight, Jesus.
If it is possible, I'd like to retrieve Gilgamesh. That would be difficult. I don't think with things as they are, there is any way that he would stop fighting and return peacefully. I understand. Then there's no choice. The #1 goal is to eliminate servants. Well, if we wanted to do that, I could just overwork the dog to death. In that case, let's focus on searching for enemy serpents. Housemaster, I apologize, but there is somewhere I need to investigate first. I'd like some assistance with that. I don't mind. What is it? Oh, that is...
This is where we met Isabel before.
We didn't carefully search inside back then. You suspect something, Touko? I certainly wouldn't be surprised. Is there somebody you remember that would be here? Sorry. Shiki might consider it a relatively high concern. It's not just the high, it's the worst. That's right. If he's not here, that energy is wasted. Calming you is Kokuto's job, which in itself is a bit abnormal. Well, then I'll have to take care of you in his place. Won't this be interesting?
You suspect that there's somebody who would upset Ryogi-san here?
Yeah, this apartment looks very similar. Shiki and I had to face him in a mansion like this.
What is it? What an awful presence. It's warm, like it's alive.
Just like I thought. Which means that... Awazaki-san, what's that? No mistaking it. He must have started as soon as it was built.
What do you mean?
That guy we were talking about before, Soren Arya, and our related past. To trap Shiki, he made a bounded cage like this. That thing was just like this apartment's building. Life and death are the same in here. By doing that and confining it to the building, a completely different kind of barrier is created. A conflicting torrent. By mixing positives and negatives, only the void can be achieved. No, I return to origin. By the way, the void is the source of yours and Shiki's power over death.
Huh?
There's nothing we can do about it here. It seems that way. I don't like falling into the same path as before, though. Or rather, we may not have a choice. Anyway, let's go, Touko. We'll quickly find him and kill him, not let him take advantage of us. That's right. We can't let Kokuto start worrying.
That man's Soren Arya? We've never faced a mage like him before.
No way. I can't see the lines. It's the same as when Arquake gets serious. You're not mistaken. They're concealed here. It's been a while, Arya. I didn't think we'd ever see each other again. As trite as it may be, I have to ask anyway. Are you alive again, or did you never die?
Well said, Awazaki. It's just as you say. I only barely survived.
What are you doing here?
It's useless to tell you.
Wouldn't it be the same if you did then?
It would.
Then let's talk about something else. Who brought you here? These preparations are different from last time, and you're not alone. Touko, that's enough. We'll kill him no matter what. If we kill him, the person supporting him will have to show themselves.
You haven't changed, Shikiryogi. It's just as you say. And for my desires, I'll be taking your body.
Okay then. Whoa! Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa. That was some dialogue. Ugh. Good dialogue, mind you, but that was some dialogue. There. How many more can we? We've got 4 more we can summon. I want Lancer, because Lancer is a boss. 2 more. And I think I'm going to, of course, summon my 2 supports. Actually, I'll summon her this time around. Then I gotta set everybody up. I'm gonna change you. There we go. We're Eclipse mode now. I'm good with that. Everybody that doesn't have Excel, let's get you up front right now. Yeah, because we'll kind of split off. You 3 go over here, you 3 go over here, and those 2 will split up too. That sounds good to me. Episode 37, Spiral. Victory conditions, Arya defeated. Defeat conditions, Touko defeated. Battle mastery, all enemies defeated by the end of turn 7. Well guys, that is going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this informational packed episode. And yeah, this guy, Arya, is bound to be awesome. So come back for the next episode. It's bound to be great. Thank you for watching as always, guys, and see you next time.